Hi and welcome to Little Bits Honeybees YouTube channel. I'm Skinny Bee Man. Today we're going to start talking about getting things buttoned down for winter. Kind of ironic, it's 85 degrees here today, but it's getting late. We're getting into close to 1st October. Things starting to wind down. The goldenrod is starting to wane, and I've got I got 5 or 6 of these boxes here that's in triples, and I'm not going to run any triples through the winter. So we're going to steal some resources, no bees, just resources. And we've got a late breeder queen. Well, actually, you've seen the video about 3 back where we introduced these breeders. They're in their lead in here, laying up a storm. All the breeders in that video was accepted and laying. She's got about frame of cat brood and another frame and a half of eggs. Pretty strong 5 frame. So we're going to take honey resources and steal off of this triple and kind of even things out. And we'll just kind of show you how I do it. The last time I was in this box about 5 weeks ago and added this triple to them, they was packed and they was a little bit unpleasant. So I put a jacket on today. Hopefully they've got a little more room in there now and they're not wanting to be quite as testy. I guess time will just tell. Like I say, we added this box about, I don't know, maybe 5 weeks ago. We just kind of get in there and see what we got. Hopefully they've been real busy and got quite a bit of honey reserves build up, so we can steal a little bit from them. And we got to be careful and make sure the bottom boxes she's not dead full. We got to have her some room to lay, because they still got 4 or 5 weeks that they can raise brood here. So we're going to get in here and we're going to see what we got. Hopefully they're friendly today. Doesn't make any difference. If they're not, we still got to do what we got to do. Now, in the fall, all bees get a little more protective. Now, I ain't going to say they get mean, but they get a little more protective of their honey stores. They know time's about out. Let's see what she's got in the top box. Pretty much full frame of open nectar. A little bit of capped on it. Here's a frame they've drawed on a little bit. Got a little bit of open nectar, but too late in the year to ask bees to be drawn, so we're going to pull this out. I'll put a frame of drawed comb in here. Whoever gets it, it doesn't matter which hive gets it, I want to make sure they got, another full frame of open nectar. About ready to cap, that is. Another open frame that we'll not put back. Here's a medium frame in here. Ouch! Smashed one. My fault. Small hive beetle. He was. No longer exist. Okay, I don't think we're going to put this medium frame back in there either. We're going to tighten them up, and they'll really fill the things up, tightened up. I'll be back. I'm going to go get 3 frames to put in this box. Okay, we got us 3 frames of drawed comb here. And my goal is here today to get them compressed down, and I want her to have at least 2 open frames in this box, these 2 boxes I leave her, to brood up. They've got another a good 5 weeks of brooding yet. I want them to get another good cycle for the winter. And like I say, when I put this box on here, these bee girls was pretty irate, but they was packed. They didn't have no room to move around, kind of like you in a crowd. You get in a crowd, even if it's something you're wanting to do, and every time you move, your elbow's bumping into somebody else. They get a little irritated. Today I could have got by with a veil, maybe nothing so far. Let's see what they got here. That's pretty much a partial honey frame. Put it up here for the time being to see what we got. There's a frame mostly capped honey. We'll leave that in the box for them. My goal is to get 5 frames of honey over these girls. This box we're working on here now, I want 5 frames. There's a full frame of capped honey. I don't know how well you can see this. This is goldenrod honey. You can just tell the darkness of the cappings under it. Another full frame of honey. Now so far in this box, that queen doesn't have any place to lay. It's packed. I've been feeding heavy. This frame got open nectar. They're back filling. It's got a little bit of cap brood, a little bit of open brood on it. So this frame needs to go in the bottom. Ain't got my ink or my marker with me like I'm supposed to have. I tell you guys you gotta carry a marker, and I ain't got one in my pocket. Really hadn't planned on doing what I'm doing. Okay, been through this box. Now let's see what she's got in the bottom. Oh my, that's heavy. We might get a little more irate down here. We've got the box tore apart. A lot more bees in this bottom. Like I say, we're not stealing any bees out of this hive. We're just going to steal some resources. Cap, brood, back filling with honey, just like they should be. Pollen on this side. I'm running out of places to set frames. This looks like a frame that I moved down. cat brood. Every hole is filled up. This poor queen is honey bound. I said I was going to leave them 2 frames to raise brood on, but the way they're packing things in, and we're going to tighten them up. Full frame of brood. We're running some cups in here, probably running some cups because she ain't laying. She's packed fuller than I thought she would be. Okay, we're gonna, these 3 frames here, now the first box, I'm gonna leave that for the new box. We're not gonna take any brood. I'll move a honey frame up here. This is the box we're stealing. And they're going to get a little irate. We're going to shake these bees back down in these 2 boxes here in a minute. I'm going to leave that one for her. That's a full frame of capped. That's a full frame of capped. This one's got a little bit of brood on it, if I remember right. Just a little. Okay. That's our donor box. Now we're going to move some of this brood up so they'll backfill it as it hatches. I'm going to put the honey frames on the outside. I said we was going to only give her 2 new frames to lay in. We're going to give her 3. There's too many bees and the box is full. So we got 2 brood frames here on the bottom. I don't know if these are robber bees on these frames I set out here or not. I don't want to put a robber bees in this hive. Just in case anybody's wanting to know, this is a VSH carnelian queen in this box. Now they got 3 frames to fill up. Maybe mommy can get a chance to lay some eggs in there before they get back filled with nectar. Okay. Bees haven't been irate at all. Surprising. And they've got 50 pounds of honey in that top box already, at least. So they're in good shape there. You got 3 new frames to draw in. And we go shaking these bees, we're going to have them all mad. But that's part of life. Run these girls down a little bit. Try not to mash any more than I have to. Now, this box is basically set up for winter right now. They got everything they need. Shaker box. There's probably 25 pounds of nectar in that, which that'll give this other hive over here a real good boost going into winter. We don't have to have every bee off of this, but I want to make sure I got enough off that I don't miss the queen. She shouldn't have been up here in these, but you never know. And I'll double check as I put them back in this box up here that I'm going to. Hard to keep all the bees off. They ain't wanting us to take their honey. A little bit of cat brood on this one. The chance that queen is on this frame. Mashed another one. What I like about them carnies, they're a hard-working bee. We'll put a lid on that one because I don't want to get the robin started. Get them started down in there. Give them a little smoke. Now they're wanting to run up instead of go down. They'll have to go down now. They ain't got no place to go up. They'll get things squared around here. You can see. And maybe you can't see on the front of the box. They no queen in the box. They know where home's at. Now I've got this box ready for winter. Shouldn't have to do anything more to it. She'll get a chance to lay, out of that 3, she'll probably get a chance to lay maybe frame and a half of new brood in there, and they had 5 frames of partial brood. So they're set for winter bees. And we'll try to go up here and get set up for this, I'll just double. Actually, I ought to let me see what I want to do here. Oh, excuse me. We just kind of in a hurry got rid of the bees off of these frames. Now we're going to go through and do a little better job. There ain't enough bees in this hive to take a chance on it. They wouldn't kill the queen, but the fewer the better. This time of year you got to keep honey covered up. You'll draw a robin swarm pretty quick. So we're brushing them off down here in front of the hive. They know where they belong. Boy, they ain't wanting to give it up either, I can tell you that. Put a lid back on it. That looks like an empty frame other than the cap brood, but that's all filled with nectar. They backfilled on her. You see how the feather works. If you've been brushing these bees off like this with a bee brush, they would be mad. They've been really mad. Make sure my queen didn't get somehow left in the box. Okie doke, leave them alone. Okay, this is the recipient hive. We're putting probably 25 pounds or better of nectar on this box. It's a good strong 5-frame box. And I'm going to set this empty box on here, and people say, well, don't you just set the box that you made up? I've got my Z-clips on here. That box doesn't have Z-clips. And this breeder is getting ready to go to Mississippi here in about 5 weeks. So I want to have the Z-clips on there ready to so I can haul them. And I've got videos out there showing you how to make the Z-clips and what they're for, so you can look it up on the YouTube channel. We ain't going to get into that today. It ain't no big deal. We're going to take these 5 frames out of here. Want a brood. Them bees will come right up there and cover that brood up. Now, basically what we've done, we took this hive that might have had enough resources to make it through the winter, and now they got enough resources to go through the winter. Not a problem with either hive. Okay, they're ready to go. If you like the videos, hit the subscribe button, the bell next to it to get notified when we put out new videos. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.